Welcome back to Kinlaig on Farming Simulator 25 Highlands Fishing. It's episode 14 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, off the back of the last episode, it became apparent that a lot of trees I couldn't cut down with this. So what I started doing, was going for some of the smaller trees, but also what I then decided to do was go further up the trunk. Which I guess was kind of obvious, but when you get so used to doing forestry and you're trying to get the maximum amount of tree possible, so you're going as low down as you possibly can on the trunk itself, to go up the trunk to get to a point where you can cut kind of goes against the grain. I think that one's too short. I need to move that out of the way because I'm going for 8s. We'll get out of the way later on. So what I'm doing is using the excavator. To be fair, I might end up not using this and using a measuring stick. That way I can lop the whole tree down. That's what I'm considering. So what we should be able to do, hopefully, like I say, if we go a little bit higher up, it's weird, like I say, it's saying cut, and you come down and down and down, then all of a sudden you lose it. We're alright. Doesn't always do it. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to be spending a while now, quite a while, cutting down trees, which is what I said I was going to do. We're kind of testing stuff out, using some bits and bobs that I've wanted to use for a while, and again that's kind of part and parcel of it. It's yeah, why not? Trying out things that I wanted to have a go with, and we'll go from there. The small bits I'm just throwing into a big pile, and I shall trundle along as I often do. It's raining again. What can I do about it? Anyway, I've just joined a forestry group. It's the MLFA. Make logging fun again. So, you've seen, it depends whether I've done a voiceover on it or not, but we've got into a groove, we've developed a method. So what's happening is, because the trees are too thick, we can't cut through them. I've had a look, and short of going with the Hannibal, even some of the other ones that are available are the expensive tree harvesters, and those headers in that forestry pack, the headers are 80 centimetres as well, so I don't think it's going to make any difference. But what we can do, if we go a little bit further up the trunk, as you've seen, we can cut the trees, and then it leaves a much taller stump, and then when we cut the taller stump down, I thought I'd done this one. Hang on, the stump's gone. What? What? What's your favourite cut? Thought I'd done that one. That one's remained. Anyway, yeah, so it leaves the stumps much taller. So all I'm doing is cutting the stump and then splitting the stump down the middle. And then what we'll do, we'll come along, we'll collect up all the spare wood, and we can either just take it and sell that as is, or we could make it into wood chips or something like that, maybe, potentially. So what we've got is this. Now I've got my forks, my pallet forks that I tend to use a lot, and they have invisible tension straps, and I've been using those for forestry in place of the CSZ pack, the old big bag handlers, anything like that has tension straps that allows you to pick up logs is generally what I've been using over the past however long. If I want to go completely manual, I tend to go for a manure fork. Again, if you're new to the channel, you won't know this, but if you've been with the channel a while, you'll know I prefer a manure fork. And I'm gonna show you again, just because, you know, a lot of people have the shy away from logging or don't like it, don't find it fun, because it's fiddly and it's, you know, it's an absolute pain. If we go to front loaded tools and we go to, have we got a log fork in here? That one's actually not too bad. That log fork there, because you've got 2 points of contact. It's still not particularly wide, so on longer logs you still get a little bit of twist. I've never found those particularly much fun to use. And then we've got, there are various different options available. Have we got one on here? Yeah, that one. 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Logs twisting those, something awful. Longer logs, horrible. So what I tend to do is I tend to go for a manure fork, because a manure fork is much longer and it works. You know, you can pick up logs no problem at all. But if you want to go for a more, you know, an easier route, again, make logging fun again, this has been manufactured and supplied by Agri-Kevolution, and this is called the Liftwood. Now, the pallet forks I've been using have tension straps you can't see. This has tension straps you can see, and this is what it's designed to do. It's designed to pick up logs. I've got a weight on the back. I can't remember if that last one on here was, actually I need to double check that, because it's not 8 metres. This one on the back, I've got to be careful. Saying 8. That one's saying 8. Yeah, we're good. Whether it'll pick all 3 up or not, I don't know. And whether I'll have enough weight on the back or not, I don't know. Tension straps. There you go, it's done 2 of them. So that's what it's designed to do. That makes picking up logs and manoeuvring logs around so much easier. Couple that with the auto log trailer, the auto stacking log trailer. Now again, it depends. I think I might have mine set to rear. If I come alongside it, will it take them? I've already done a couple. There you go. So you don't even have to lift it up. You don't have to try and, you know, and you don't have that problem with logs being higgledy-piggledy, logs shifting around, moving about and being an absolute pain. So, like I say, however you feel it, if you want to go manual, then go manual. That's absolutely fine. Now, I can either drive my trailer to the logs, or like I say, doing it this way is kind of a semi-manual to auto loading. I'm still picking them up manually. I'm still taking them where they need to go. What I'm going to do is grab that one first, because if the other one is 8 metres, which it should be, this one I just lopped the whole tree down before I realised I could go a little bit further up the tree, which I suppose in the last episode people were probably already shouting at me. I can't lift that by hand, but I can use that and still use it as a measuring stick, so that one I can still cut into 8s and we should be okay. And now you've got to be careful, like I say, because it depends. What did it say? There you go. You don't have to get too close towards it either. So I've got mine set on 22,000 litres. It's set on 8 metres on both settings on the log trailer. Again, if you haven't seen the log trailers, did I show me buying it? I don't know if I did or not. Doesn't matter. But we go down to our log stuff. I don't think I did I? I just said I'd bought it. If we go to our wood transport, you might not have seen the mod reviews or anything like that. So it's there. It's not cheap to buy, but this one, unlike this one, which you can go all sorts of lengths and all sorts of cool whiz-bangery. So this one, we got 6 metres, 20 foot, and that's 22,000 litres. Or you've got unrealistic at 200,000 litres, or 8 metres, and then unrealistic capacity. Obviously, it's cheaper if you go for the 6 metre standard, because obviously you're going for an extended one, which I've gone for the 8 metres. But then what you need to make sure down here as well is you probably want to set that, whatever you've got your cut length set to on your tree harvester, whatever you're harvesting, you want to set that to match it, so that when it receives them, it knows what size logs are supposed to be going onto it. Even if it's going to be at the top, it will show 8 metre lengths, or it will show 6 metre lengths. What you're actually loading on is here. So I've just matched up 8 metre to 8 metre. Then I can't go wrong. I haven't, it will take other ones, and you can just cut down whole trees, put a whole tree, and you'll get the message saying that you'll get less money for it. But I have been reliably informed a couple of times by a few different people now. Say a couple of times by a few different people. A few times by a few different people that actually it's fine. You don't really lose much, if anything at all, by putting the wrong size logs on. So I could cut down an entire tree, not have to worry about doing any. What's that picking up? There we go. Not have to worry about cutting the limbs off or anything like that, and it will still take it. So again, if you want your logging easier, if you want to do a bit of forestry, if you're running productions that require logs, and you're thinking, oh, I really need logs, but I don't want the hassle, that's fine. You don't have to. So I mean, whether this will come out exactly 8 metres or not, it'll be close enough. Hopefully, if it comes like 8.1, I'm going to be really angry. So what we should find is, please be. Come on now. Come on now. 8 metres. Oh, bam! So yeah, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. This log lift is very cool. I like it. Lift log lift, whichever way around you want. Yeah. So what I'm going to be doing now is all the trees I cut down. Move that just so I've got it in the right position. I'm going to be grabbing them with this, taking them over to the trailer. Will I at any point just drive the trailer to the logs? Maybe. It's not the end of the world if you do. You do the way you want to do it. What am I stuck on? Why won't that let me get any closer to the log? That's weird. There we go, straighten up a little bit. And then what I'm likely to do, this is going to be a kind of a transfer station almost, because when you unload these, you can unload them as, in inverted commas, pallets, 22,000 litres each. So what I could do then is, because I can only take one lot of 22,000 litres unless I get the extension, if I get the 200,000 litre one, which again, this is not realistic, it's semi-realistic, it's whatever, however you want to refer to it. Not realistic at all, whatever, it doesn't matter. But so what I can do is unload these as pallets, and if I bring my other trailer down, I can probably get 2 of those onto my longer trailer and do 2 at a time. So I'll be taking 44,000 litres at a time to whatever sell point. I think we're going to take them to the sawmill, possibly the carpentry. Anybody that takes wood will give that a go. So what I'm going to do between now and in the morning into November 1, I'm going to spend a bit of time cutting some more trees down, loading this up. When you see me in the morning, we might have a load of these pallets kind of unloaded all around the place, and then we can just go around gathering them up, and we'll take them off, sell them, hopefully boost the money. I've got a cultivating contract I need to do, although I nearly said a bad word then. It's pouring down with rain, was what I was going to say. I nearly didn't say pouring. I nearly said another word. Anyway, yeah, 9,364 that pays out. We've got the slightly larger cultivator, so we'll get onto that at some point too. So that's that one cut, and then we'll do. I don't think we can get another one out of this, will we? Because that end bit's a little bit too small. Yeah. Can we pick that bit up by hand? And then what I'm doing, I'm just any of the end bits off cuts I'm doing what I always do when I do logging. I'm just having a little pile. I say I might have edited that other bit down earlier. It depends what I've shown and what I haven't shown. So I'll just sling them in a pile. And so I've got to be careful, because if I drove that log trailer over, you see the ones I've cut down already, over here, and just automatically pick those up. If I go too close to that log pile, it will automatically pick all these up as well. Then you'll get that message come up saying wrong length, and then you can get in trouble. But I say there's nothing stopping me now cutting down some of the bigger ones. Some of the bigger ones, and then I could use that if I left that one over there as a measuring stick, I could then carry on doing what I'm doing, and some of the real hefty ones that wouldn't let me cut down, we could actually do some of them. Like these big ones here, which aren't designed to go through a harvester because they're all gnarly at the top. I don't know. I'll have a fiddle around. We'll see what we're going to do. Is that a bit I cut down? Oh, there's another bit there. It seems to have odds and ends all over the place. I need to stop tidying up after myself. That's a disgrace. Right, let's go. So last night, as you've seen, I ended up doing 2 cultivating contracts, which paid out quite nicely. Taking on a ploughing contract this morning. We are into November, and contracts are starting to dry up. Sunflower, spinach, corn. This could work. Do I? I'm going to accept the contract for corn. I've got a ploughing one to do there as well. Anyway, our logging overnight, we did alright. We did alright. And I'll tell you what I did. We sent the excavator back, and I've been lopping down some of the bigger trees that the tree harvester couldn't cut down. And I've been using my measuring stick. Now, the measuring sticks worked pretty accurately. I've either been... The trouble is, if you go 7.9 metres, that's a bit of an iffy one. 8.1 or 8.2 is fine, because then all I've been doing is getting the old chainsaw out, and you literally come in, I mean, probably that much. That much, you're looking at maybe 0.1, that much, maybe 0.2. Just taking a tiny chunk off, and you can get it down to 8 metres pretty much accurately. I tell you what would be a pretty cool side hustle, making like chopping boards and stuff like that, because I think lent up against the tree, you'll see where I cut this one down and I've chopped it, and I didn't get the length just quite right. We've got these little discs, these discs here. They'd be quite cool, wouldn't they? Sanded down, bit of oil on them, obviously food safe friendly stuff, and have a little chopping board production. That'd be quite cool. Anyway, well, I'm going to put the last of that tree in. Hopefully that will give me enough on this this log trailer's worth for another unload of 22,000 litres. As you can see, we've got quite a few. And I should be able to get 2. It'll overhang on here. If I do thick this end, yeah, it's going to overhang by quite a bit. But we're going to go to the sawmill first, and then we'll take a load to the carpentry. We'll try a few different places and see what price we get. Now, a couple of people have reached out. Tiago messaged me. Tiago said, if you think back to the old days with silage, apparently logging, especially on Kinlaig, he said he's not sure why Kinlaig, logging is the new silage, apparently. I still got... I had this weird thing when I did the larger log of this, that it seemed to be registering the log was still on it, even though I had detached it. So I've got to be careful doing the large one. But the larger ones, if you're taking down some of the bigger trees, and that's what I've done along here. I've done a whole slew of trees. I suppose I'm going to do the there's a word for it. Stump grinding at some point as well. I might use that. I haven't used it before. I don't think I've got it installed actually. What was that one? Oh, this I had this before. Let's just see if we can just drag it. My measuring stick is just there. The grass has got a little bit longer here. We've got tons and tons of fruit. I've got about 5 pallets of blueberries for Tom and Nico. We've got a load of... I've put some raspberry and strawberry into the little box truck. That can go. And then I've got blackberry, we've got some strawberry, we've got some raspberry. Yeah, look, it's done it again. It's like it's registering it's still on there. Tension straps on, tension straps off. Do tension straps on? We seem to be fine. I don't know, it did this like I say. It's very strange. Let's do that. Let's do that. Will it kind of reset it maybe? Can't remember how I stopped it doing it before. Nope. Right, so what I'll do... Oh, did I just attach to a smaller log and it seemed to trip it out? Maybe. It was very peculiar. Anyway, that's probably over 22,000 litres now anyway. And this grab as well, these straps will strap around the piles of wood, which again makes life a little bit easier, and we can load it onto the trailer. So we'll see what we get. Like I say, if wood is the new silage, then I'll take... There we go, that seems to have done it right this time. Anyway, it's interesting. I was thinking about being up in Scotland, and MrSealyp was up at a conference in Edinburgh the other day, and on her way back she stopped off at the Lake District, so I got off the train at Carlisle. She sent me a video at Carlisle station of the log trains going through. I know when we were up in Carlisle a while back, and when we were in Edinburgh, the log trains coming down from Scotland, and it's like, I mean, not on the scale of the American log trains or the American trains that have got, you know, 2-3 miles long, but pretty long, and they rumble through Carlisle station. I don't know what we've already got on there. 28. Oh yeah, we've got enough. Unload that one there, and we've got a little bit, 6,000 left on there. I guess I could probably unload that as well, but we might do some more trees, so I haven't quite decided what to do about this. We could invest in one of these trailers. We'll see what we get. If the logs really do pay out well, then potentially we'll buy one of those trailers, because it's probably worth our while having one. So what we'll do now, let's get us 2 on here, so we'll have 44. Now I suppose I could technically load another one on the top. We'll see. I guess what we're checking now is how. Yeah, so let's let's see. Maybe we could. I don't know. Straps off. We'll actually, I need to probably come at this from the other side. So we've got the Fastrac. Not that it matters. I don't think these have been specifically designed to have less weight. You can pick them up by hand. Do I need to be doing this? No. But in the interest of it being a little bit more, again, semi-realistic-ish, so we can strap round it and I can lift it. I say it's going to overhang by quite a bit. And we are into winter now, so the contracts are starting to dry up. We knew they were going to. I don't know, actually, this is going to overhang by loads. Probably not the best idea at all. Yeah, I thought we might get away with it, but we're going to have over half of this hanging off the back, aren't we? Got more rain coming. There's a shocker. I'm just thinking, if we can earn enough money from doing this, well, we might be alright. Can we... I'm definitely have to have beacons on. Probably need an escort as well. And we might replace the harvester. But that is me kind of really hoping. I'm doing that kind of, oh, let's hope we get really, really rich off this, and we'll replace the harvester. That's why I've taken on that harvesting contract. So we'll see what 2 gets us. We'll go to the sawmill first, and then we'll try. I mean, I can go into the menu. I can check the prices. I can find the best price. But I want to try both places. Engine off. I have got a fully grown salmon pallet. We've got another full grown trout pallet to go, and let's sell the fruit as well. Nico's will be going separately, the blueberries will be going separately. We also need to go over to the porridge factory. I think, did I do a clip of me moving one? I think there's about 4 or 5 pallets of flaked wheat over there now. If we take over the fruit now as well, we should be able to get fruit porridge underway. So we've got a few bits and bobs to get cracking on. So let's engine runner ready. Beacons. Should I put another one on top, or is that just... that's probably risking it a little bit, isn't it? Overloading. Probably... I could get away with it. Oh, it's pulling out, no problem at all, right. I'm not saying in the next load I'm not going to put 3 on. I might do. So 44,000 litres. Why is that saying square bale? That's what... tell what to do. Here's an idea. We could try this. We'll try this on for size. Let's go down the way you actually leave the field rather than just driving around the field. That I'm getting sidetracked. I'm looking at the square bale thing and being really puzzled. This is actually a very long load. I should have a little sign on the back saying lonk vehicle people, watch out. Can I turn at the bottom here without hitting the back? Oh yeah, we've got plenty of room. Plenty of room to swing around. Oh, that was other good news as well. Is our cows, if we go to here, and our cow, that's the second cow pasture, the original cow pasture, that one there. If you look at the bottom, meadow. The meadow grass is now showing. So it did, well, it's either a combination of using Omatana's method or the fact that it did say in the update. Oh yeah, I was going to show this. So yeah, we got a fair bit here. So there's all the blueberries for Nico. We've got strawberries and raspberries in there. I managed to get one on top there, but I don't think I'll get any more in there. We've got some more raspberries there. We've got some strawberries here, and we've got blackberries here. and it is all still running. I might need to get some more seed and bits and bobs to keep that going soon. But alright, we haven't got a full pallet of honey yet. We are going to need more fish food. There is that small fish food production, but we're at the wrong time of year for it. Because we didn't get many harvest contracts come up at the start, I didn't really gather anything up, no resources. So I was trying to work out a way we could potentially make our own, but we need wheat, barley, something along those lines. We've got some barley, but not a lot. I'm using that for chicken feed at the moment. The wheat's all gone over to make the porridge. We also need either soybean, we need soybean, which we don't have. We need canola, sunflower, there was a sunflower contract, or olives for the oils. So I don't know, it depends. We can give it some thought. The sawmill is down this way, isn't it? I can't remember. Am I going to be pleasantly surprised, or am I going to be devastated? That's a sell point. I'm sure the sawmill's down here. And the carpentry's out towards the train station. So it's out on that industrial estate, actually down towards the porridge factory. So I've got a few bits and bobs to do. Again, I'm using that box truck. I think, if Walter's not paying attention, if he's not watching, I think I'm going to use the MAN because it works better. And this trailer, because I've got logs on it, I was going to put all the pallets on this, but obviously I'm using it at the moment. We are utilising it. And it's still just, isn't it gorgeous? It still staggers me. I don't know why I'm surprised every time I come on here. Every time I come on, I'm like, oh wow, you know. Okay, heading in now. Is this the sawmill? I think it might be. Should sound the sign, shouldn't it? Caledonia sawmill. Where is the drop-off point? Is it over the back? I'll have to go and ask the foreman. It's got to be around here somewhere. Okay, swing that back round. I think we're in front of this building here. Oh, mama. Well, 42, 43 grand a load. I've got quite a few. Didn't even have to click the sell wood bit. Just took it all. I said, didn't I? How many episodes have I said it for now? It's our most abundant resource that we've got. Yes, we've got fields, but because I missed the planting windows for certain things, there are certain crops I want to do, and we'd missed that already as we started. But we have got a lot of trees. We've got forestry, and I'm not cutting it all down, but we have got plenty, which also means a few more loads. We'll do the next one. We'll do carpentry. Turn the beacons off. We'll take it down to the carpentry and see what the price is there. And then it'll be just offloading the rest of it. If we've got enough money, we should have enough money. We're going to replace the harvester. We'll take the harvester back, and we'll get a new harvester. Say new one, new old, new to us, new to us. Awesome. It's very high. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Right, carpenter. That was weird. Carpentry, here we come. We are on the bank's account, the Porridge factory account, and I've realised I made a terrible mistake. So I've got some more stuff to bring. I didn't look all the way down the recipe. I clicked on it and made an assumption again. Can't stop doing that. Open the back door. back up. Straps off. That's all gone in. So we go to our production here. So our flakes, I'll show you the flakes in a minute. We've got a load more to move over. And we've got the fruity oat porridge, fruity rice, fruity sorghum. We're doing wheat. So fruity wheat porridge. And I scrolled down and I saw honey, strawberry, raspberry, but it's not. Wheat flake, honey, strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, blueberry and water. I've only been bringing the raspberries and strawberries. Why did I think it was that? And because the sweet ones involved honey and chocolate, so I thought, well, I haven't got chocolate, so I'll stay away from those. And I'm sure I looked at the wheat one and thought, yeah, I need to bring all of them. And water. So I've got a load more to do before we can get our porridge underway. Let's hold that up. Stop that in the doorway. So when we bring the next lot of stuff, there was me thinking, oh yeah, another nice payday because we've got all that stuff there. We're going to have to bring all of it over. But what we need to do as well is using the forklift around the back here. You see they've got a whole load of the wheat flakes ready to go. So these aren't liftable. So I need to use the forklift. So I'll take those round, we'll get those in. So I've got a bit more porridge work to go. I'm in the process of loading up our log trailer. Let's get the lights on there. Oh dear, how did I miss that? I don't know whether I missed it or just for some reason I came out and I had it in my head, raspberries, strawberries, but I didn't even see the water bit either, which is weird. I don't get it. How did I miss that? Anyway, I'll get it sorted. We've got our water tank so we can do that. Right, I'll get the other two in and I'll see you when we go to the carpentry. We're back on our own account then. I have to be on this account just so I can see the recipes and stuff because obviously it's on a... It's owned by a separate company. Oh, don't tell me it's going to start raining again, which means I won't be able to do the harvest anyway. Completely health and safety approved, don't you worry about a thing. No one saw, we'll be fine. Now, carpentry is here. They do just take wood, don't they? Straps off. Oh, there we go. No, I did it on the wrong thing, hang on. Well, the money's gone up to 357,000. So I was on the wrong account. I forgot to switch back onto the Kinlaig account. So I don't know what each one was and the bonuses. So I'll bring the next load down here as well. We'll do that. But we are looking good money-wise. So I think definitely harvester, definitely trailer, because the logging, and we've got tons more trees, so we can do a whole load more of that. That makes perfect sense. What else do I need to? Oh yeah, you're loading up the enough. Loading up all the fruit. I think we'll get the harvester in the next episode. I want to get all this delivered. We'll get the fruit brought over and the water brought over. At least so we can get the porridge underway. And then we do now definitely know, yes, Tiago, you're absolutely correct. Wood is the new silage. Or at least in this configuration. On Kinlaig, on these sell points, with the auto load wood trailer. And using it as a transitional sort of loading the logs onto it to unload them as pallets to then load onto other trailers works quite well. Or you can get the semi-trailer version, or you just bring each trailer down at a time at 22,000 litres, or set it on Unreal if you want to go down the Unreal route. I mean, I could have done the Unreal route, 200,000 litres, and pretty much everything that I'm doing at the moment, each one of those at 22,000, I could have had it all on one trailer load. And again, that's what I mean. I'm kind of course it's not realistic, but it's a little bit more realistic than completely unrealistic, I think. Is it? Maybe? Anyway, yeah, so what we'll do, hopefully by the end of the episode, we'll have the harvester down and the header and header trailer. We'll sell that and we'll see what we've got financially, and the next episode we'll be purchasing the new one because we've got that ploughing contract and harvesting contract to get done. Obviously it depends how long it rains for. I don't want it to be raining too long because that could cause a problem with harvesting. I guess what we could do while we're here, let's how are we looking? Weather forecast. Okay, rain at 10, and then not 12 through till 6 p.m. Then we've got rain tonight from maybe 8ish through to 10, then sunny. Then we're looking at November 2, December. We might get snow. I don't know. We'll keep an eye out. We should be fine. Should be just a shower, hopefully, for an hour or two. And then we can be able to get cracking. Right, let's get the rest of this logging done. Right, I've come over to load the fruit up, and also thought to myself, we have got the situation where that's going to go back over to the aquaculture because we've got a thing ready to go. That can stay over there. All of the logs are sold now, and like I said already, yes, wood is the new silage. 680,227 we've got in the bank now from doing all that logging. I mean, the logging took me a while, to be fair, and did I need to do it the way I did it? No. Could I have done it quicker? Yeah. Could I have done it easier? Probably. And we've got plenty more trees to cut down, so we can do that. I leased the previous one of these, the lift logs, lift wood, and I thought, you know what, let's buy one because it was 700. I think changing the colour was an extra 100, and I thought, well, hang on a minute, this is basically just some prongs with some tension straps. Can I pick up pallets as well, or is it just specifically set to do wood? I don't know, actually. We're about to find out, but because this could make life a little bit easier as well. Oh, you little beauty. You little beauty. Right. Well, that's going to make life a lot easier as well, isn't it? How cool is that? So, don't get in the way of that. Let's get all the fruit on. Am I going to get it to the centre? We might have a hang by a little bit. Well, actually, no, we should be right, shouldn't we, to double layer it? Oh yeah, perfect. Right, so strawberries, raspberries are going on, blackberries are going on. We've got another bit there. I'm going to put 3 of the blueberries to go to the porridge, 2 to go here, and we're going to put on this trailer. They're going to go for Nico, so don't worry, Tom, they're coming. And oh, I did turn the blueberries off again, but I might turn them back on. I don't know, I haven't really decided. But the other thing I'm going to do as well is this is in serious need of some repair. So I think we'll probably take this in and repair it as well while we're about things. Now these were raspberries, weren't they? Raspberries. These are raspberries or strawberries? Oh, it doesn't matter. They're all going on the same thing anyway. Do I need to take it all over? I mean, we've already taken raspberries, we've already taken strawberries. Technically, I could probably just get away with only taking the blackberries and blueberries, and then water. Oh, we've got a pallet of honey we need to grab as well. But and then sell the rest. But to be fair, we've done alright with the wood, so this can go over and we'll do that. So yeah, I'm going to load these up. I'll probably take this into the workshop and get it. Actually, should we repair it now? I'm just curious to see what it's going to cost to repair it. We'll get the 2 for Nico onto the trailer. They're going to go to the train station. Oh, that's so... did this get an update? I don't know how. I remember seeing there was one that didn't have these bits. It was just a flat bar and you could kind of pick up one log at a time. But this might have been an update because I don't remember that being a thing. And the fact you can see the tension straps as well makes it a more realistic option, because if you were going to put that over a load of pallets and put some tension straps around it, it will work. It will do what I'm doing. It's nothing. There's nothing nefarious about it. It's just doing what it says. You know? Maybe? Yes? No? Come on. Go with me here. Really left myself a lot of room, but that's alright. Because I've got the weight on the back as well. Doesn't matter if it's not straight on the trailer either. I mean, it does for your OCD, but it's better. Everything is going rather swimmingly. Harvester has already gone down. I sold the trailer and said, oh no, I wasn't supposed to do it off camera. So the harvester and the header's still there, but the trailer's been sold. So I think we only got about £2 for the trailer, which I wasn't expecting to get much for. Put that down there. I'm going to go and repair this now, and then we'll might put the trout on there as well. We'll see. I've got to be careful with the straps. You remember what happened last time, so yeah. Oh, probably wasn't the best place to put it. Start that up. Do that and that. Engine off. Cool. Let's repair this. I don't know if I'm going to get it all done. I haven't even started editing, so I've probably got way too much recorded. But there's nothing unusual with that either. I just get so wrapped up in what I'm doing. Oh, we need to top up the silage for our total mix ration machine. And we've got about 50,000 litres in it at the moment. We need some more bales in there. We need some bits and bobs. So I've got forks and spikes, and I suppose we could replace the. Am I going to get a telehandler? I was thinking about it. Right, what's that to repair? Oh, 3,000. Knocking on 4. That's not too bad. Yeah. Perfect. Do I need to do anything else? No. That should give us all of our oomph back. So I'm getting sidetracked again. Let's grab the full pallet of trout, and then when we go down we can always grab the full pallet of salmon. Then on our way back, and that'll be tomorrow, I guess. Let's say tomorrow, the next episode, not tomorrow. So we're only just coming to November. Should pick up all these things, shouldn't it? What a handy dandy bit of kit. Actually, we can go this way, can't we? Right. See over at the old Porridge factory. Seeing as my Total Mix Ration production machine thing needed topping up, I thought, well, if it will do logs and it will do pallets, there's no reason why it won't do bales. I know I've got a bale spike, or bale forks, but hey, it looks like it's going to work, and it looks like it's quite precise as well. It seems to you can't do 2 layers. It's not like the tension straps. You remember the CSZ pack had a set of tension straps, and then when the new version came out, it had standard or 4 metre, so it had a much bigger depth, so you could pick up stacks of pallets 2 or 3 high. Same with bales. This one's just doing 1 at a time, but it worked perfectly, so I'm good. while I'm heading back from dropping off the water at the Porridge factory, we might as well, since we're by the store anyway. I haven't taken the fruit over yet. I've only got a very little bit of honey. We might need to put some more beehives in actually, although we, like I say, right at that time of year they might be going dormant. So there we go. What are we going to get for that? 45, 295, and that 18.6 something. Fair enough. Sell that. Sell that. 738,000. We've got a bit of cash. We've got a bit of walking around money. I've still got 60 grand in my account from when we did the fishing stuff. I moved over, what, 500, didn't I? 500 something and kept 60. So yeah, we're doing alright. I can always move some of that over if we need any. So we're going to be getting a harvester, header trailer. We might get multiple headers actually. We might get a standard, we might get a corn, we might get a special header, if that gives anybody a clue. And then we'll buy, like I say, it's expensive. It's 60 odd grand, isn't it, I think, for the auto load trailer. But then that's going to be 2 loads at the moment, the price is 2 loads at 22,000. And we've paid for the trailer. I mean, to be fair, we bought it now. We have technically already paid for the trailer because we've already done logging. But yeah, that'll pay for that, no problem at all. So there's all of that. What else? I don't know whether or not, it seems a bit of a waste, but if we did a bit of logging, potentially we could buy ourselves a cargo boat, but I don't know what we'd be using it for because we haven't got any offshore agriculture. Well, we could put another one in, a bigger one if we wanted to, but we are going to need to do something about fish food because it's something of an issue. Oh, that also reminds me, our field that we planted over to our left, not this one, the one just after it, it's got a lot of weeds in it. We need to be doing some herbiciding, but again, that'll be probably next episode. So new equipment, machinery, we get those contracts done. I've taken on the fertilising one as well. So ploughing, fertilising, harvesting. With our new harvester we can crack on with that. We'll get some fertilising done in that field, herbiciding done in that field. And let's get all that fruit moved over. So that's that been done. I was going to do that last, but let's get the fruit in there and now a little bit of honey, and then at least that way we can get some porridge being made until the honey runs out. So it's not going to be a lot of porridge, just a bowl, one bowl of porridge. Could be like the magic porridge, the magic porridge pot. It was, wasn't it? That was an old Ladybird book. Wow. Magic porridge pot. All about that. Right, just make sure that's topped off. So as we reverse in, I'm making sure I haven't done the tension straps from inside the cab. I'm going to do them manually. And then what I'll do after the end of this episode, I'll whiz down to our fish farming aquaculture. We've got a full trout there, we'll have a full salmon there, we'll take those off. That'll be the next episode. So let's get the straps off on here, and there, and there, and there. And hopefully, with all that done, we click here, we should now have, yeah, honey, 352 litres. But, you know, it is what it is. We want fruity wheat porridge. It's not the same materials missing. Everything's there. It's still saying 0, so nothing's running yet. There we go. We have 1 litre of fruity wheat porridge. So anyway, that's what I was aiming to do. Fair bit done actually. I know let's switch back to our account, otherwise it looks a little bit confusing. So from the bank I own that to the farm's account, 738. Oh, we're going to be spending like a psychopath on the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.